I'm your host, Dorothy, and today we're going to be talking about cappuccinos as well as a few other goodies that I wanted to update you guys on. So we'll dive right in. As always, if you have any questions at all, please do mention that in the comments. I've got Steph with me working the computers. There's a little bit of lag because your message is traveling to space, back down to us, to me, and then back up to space as we respond to you online. And enjoy. Please holler if you have any questions. All right, so with the cappuccino, what you want is to have half and half proportions of milk and foam. This is kind of tricky, like it sounds very simple, but to achieve this is a little challenging. And also, when I was training to make cappuccino milk, I frequently forgot that foam takes up space. So I would pour a lot of milk and froth it all over the place. It would be a real problem. So don't fill your cup up full. I've already heated this, so all I have to do is just zap it with this little Schwimmer frother wand, which is $19.95 if you need one of your very own. It works for other things too. I use mine on eggs, on milk frothing. We'll see how this goes. Just pop it in there. Already heated this up. Always, when we're making these drinks, we're making them with our espresso machine. And we do have those, as you can see behind me. You could get your very own espresso machine. The Rocket Apartmentos are amazing. That's, if you want to start a Kickstarter to fund one for me, that would be awesome. Just getting this going here. You don't want to put the wand all the way into the milk because it won't be able to introduce the air that you need to make that traditional cappuccino. Another important thing to mention that's a little bit different from using the wand versus using a steam wand is that if you're using a steam wand, you want to make sure that you're getting all your air introduced at the beginning. So you want to have foam, but you don't want to have bubbles. And you can see here, I don't know if you can see that, it's very fine micro foam. We're going to wait for it to be settled for a second. I'll actually be able to show you that 50-50 line where the foam and the milk are separated. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Oh. You guys can't really see this? Okay, I'm going to come around 1 second. Hey, it's me again, but closer. If you do this, you can see how there's like that little puck in the middle. That's the good foam. Alright, so that's settling out. I'll show you guys that more. Another option, if you guys are kind of looking for that in-between from the $2,100 espresso machine that'll do everything for you forever, and the $19.95 one that'll do a few things for you for some time, we've got the Bistro Electric Milk Frother. This is another Bodum product. They're awesome at what they do. We really like them, and they're really good to us and also to their customers, which we also really enjoy. This one is $59.95 and it heats and froths for you. So you just press the button. It's very, very quiet, remarkably so. So much so that when it finishes frothing, I don't even notice. I'm like, when is this thing going to be done? And it already is. It's perfect. All right. So now that that's all finished here, I'm going to show you this line where that 50-50, that really makes the cappuccino you're going to see it. Right here, you can see that line right there. And that is perfect cappuccino milk, you guys. You want to pour it so that you get the foam and the milk, but that split is fantastic. For any of you regular cappuccino orderers out there, you might be ordering your cappuccino dry or wet. And what that means when it's dry is that there's more air introduction, so you're getting more percentage of foam, essentially. If you're ordering a wet cappuccino, it's going to be kind of between a latte and a cappuccino. Lattes don't really have very much of that foam. They will always have a little bit. It's important to have that air introduction. No foam does exist. People order that. It's challenging. It's very noisy, but it's definitely possible. There was another thing I was going to mention. The air introduction thing. So you want to introduce your air really early so you don't get big bubbles. You want that foam. It's very nice, and that's the tasty part. A little cinnamon on top. That is my ultimate favorite drink. It's a cappuccino with cinnamon on top. It makes you feel decadent, but also you didn't have to work that hard. It's perfect. The other thing I wanted to mention today is a little bit about our online presence. So, as always, you can go to cuppers.ca to order your goods, and we actually prefer that. It gives us a chance to clean up, and we get to follow the protocols really well, and we don't have to keep you waiting, which always stresses us out a little bit. Of course, we want to have the swiftest experience that you can imagine, but sometimes we have to work a little bit slower to be careful. So please do order your orders online at cuppers.ca. As we're putting on new stuff every day, you may have to clear your cache. It's going to get a little techy here. Depending on what browser you're using, you should be able to search on whatever web search platform you use how to clear your cache for that browser, and that will allow it to re-update the products that we may have added, including but not limited to Choco Love XO no sugar added chocolate bars, which we literally just just got in today. They're on the website. Some of these flavors are amazing, you guys. Fruity nuts, look at that. It has figs on it. Figs are for fancy people. This is an awesome chocolate bar. We've got mint, dry roasted pistachio, salted peanut butter, salted caramel, almonds and sea salt. Are you kidding me? Yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention while I was here is our bad coffee nitro cans. We have these bad boys, as always, for $4.95, but we also just changed the pricing a little bit for the 4 cans. You do get 5% off now if you order 4 cans. That's changed online too, so you can do that all. You can make all those crazy drinks we've been sharing on Bad Coffee, on our website for that Bad Coffee, on our Instagram for that. We've been making drinks almost daily. There's some awesome cocktails if that's your jam. And I didn't even mention if you buy a flat, which is 12 cans, keep it thoroughly stocked, even on Sundays when we're not open, that's 10% off for those bad nitro cans. So many options available, so fun and explosive to open. Did I hear you want me to open it? Okay. All right, so you shake it. That's paramount. You have to shake it. Gets all the nitrogen activated in the can, and then that was aggressive, and I loved it. You use hardcore into whatever thing you're drinking it. My mouth. It's fantastic. Do you guys have any questions at all? Very thorough. Yeah, absolutely. We just spent through all that stuff. I've been drinking a lot of coffee today, and also I had lunch recently, so I'm very full of energy. This is the part of the day where I get a little crazy. It's awesome.
We call them 3 p.m.s.
Yeah, we call it 3 p.m. So we get 3 p.m. zoomies. We all go a little crazy. Perfect. So anyone who's coming at 3 p.m., you're welcome. We're sorry. We're excited to see you. That's it. We're very excited to see you, as always. That line is very defined right now in this cappuccino. If you can see it. Right there. 50-50 split. And we always have Monin syrups too that you can add to your coffee beverage of choice. So you can see those all online. We have a lot of options. There's lots of really cool ones that you can mix and match, which I really enjoy doing, or you can add those into your iced lattes, iced cappuccino. Oh, here's the thing, you guys. Iced cappuccinos don't exist. I'm very sorry. We can't do that for you. You can't froth cold milk, and that's really the crux of the issue. You can have an iced latte though, and it tastes fantastic. I'm still hearing no questions. Anything you can add? Okay. I love you too, Steph. And I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in today. It's always a pleasure. I really enjoy doing these with you. If you do have any questions, leave comments. We usually will come back to this video and be able to answer those for you. Please, please, please make your orders online at cuppers.ca. If you have questions, please call us. We can walk you through those orders. But as you can hear, the phones are ringing, the grinders are going. It's very busy here. Thankfully, the weather's really nice. So if you need to come by for a drink, do call us for that. We always love making our drinks. Us baristas are getting back in practice. Thanks again for tuning in. I love you. Stay safe.